This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 16th day of December in the year 2019. Here is what we're tracking tonight. The Department of Energy today denied breaching any procurement process with its planned sale of Guyana's portion of first oil by invited bidding. Last week, the government dispatched an invitation to selected refiners around the globe, inviting them to bid for 3 million barrels of the Liza blend crude. The revelation has some industry watchers claiming that the move could be considered a procurement breach. But the director of the Energy Department, Dr. Mark Bino, said there has been no such breach and there was no intention to keep the matter a secret.
This is a sale. It is not the procurement of a good or a service. Because it's a sale based on the press release that we shared with you only yesterday, it doesn't require going through a procurement process. It is like any other sale, whether you're selling sugar on the open market or some such. When we go to a RFP, then that will have to go through the full procurement process. That's where we're saying we will launch the request for proposal. It will go through the National Procurement Tender Administration Board.
Dr. Bino said his department was awaiting the finalization of the bidding process before informing the nation.
Guyana is operating within a system whereby it's having to deal with international commercial transactions as well. What we were aiming to do was to come to you when the matter was concluded, not during, because what it can do is weaken the government's negotiating position.
And he also explained that even before taking the bidding route, the department consulted with the Public Procurement Commission to ensure that they were not contravening any of the laws.
It doesn't help for us to be transacting commercial business through the media. So it was never the intent for Guyana to be shielding what is happening here. I was hoping that we can have a wrap-up where we can say to you, this is what was done. It is not government's intent to keep things on the wraps.
According to the Energy Department head, the companies that were selected include ExxonMobil, Hess, China National Oil, Shell, Chevron, and British Petroleum. Meanwhile, the department's crude marketing specialist told reporters that the companies selected are all international oil companies with integrated value chains. Guyana is scheduled to start oil production this month, with the Liza field expected to produce some 120,000 barrels a day by next year. By 2025, it's expected to ramp up that production to 750,000 barrels of oil per day. More news coming up in just a moment.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back! It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion! Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
At the most critical life-changing moments, the National Insurance Scheme is here to ensure that your needs are covered. Access reimbursement for medical expenses for various aspects of your medical care. We know that eye care is of utmost importance. Receive assistance with our Spectacle Care voucher. Visiting the dentist? Dental care is also covered under our sickness benefit services. Offset the funeral expenses of a loved one with costs covered by our funeral benefits. National Insurance Scheme. We're there every step of the way.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, one sectional suite, one 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Welcome back. A little-known organization called the Youth Movement Guyana, which has strong ties to the opposition People's Progressive Party, held a picketing exercise today against the move by the Energy Department to seek buyers for Guyana's first share of oil. Less than 30 persons were part of the protest, but they demanded greater transparency and accountability from the coalition government, particularly as it relates to transactions pertaining to the oil and gas sector. The organization claims that the coalition government may have breached the Procurement Act by calling in specific companies to have an open bidding for Guyana's portion of first oil.
In one day we could lose 20, 30, maybe more million US dollars. And I don't think we can afford to just sit back and say, well, we're a talk shop only. There's a tender process for anything like this. If you're going to sell our oil, it's got to go out to tender. If you're going to find a broker, it's got to go out to tender. If you're going to sell it, it has to go out for public bidding. It can't be a few select people. This is how you breed corruption, when you try to do things in secret.
Leading the protest was PPP social media activist Robin Singh, who said in his opinion the move by the Energy Department could be seen as corrupt.
In any area of government, it's not just oil. In any area of government, these secret deals have not worked. They've not worked in the past, they will not work in the future. There's a new era of transparency throughout the world. And if you're not prepared to be a transparent government, you can't function in the new world.
Singh said there ought to be a new level of transparency in the country, especially when it comes to the oil and gas sector. Another activist who recently came out in support of the People's Progressive Party civic, Don Singh, explained that he views the decision as questionable, especially since it appeared to have been done in secret.
Now that is absolute trash and rubbish. We don't need that 10 weeks before an election. What should have happened is just ask Exxon to broker that deal. Because they have the checks and balances all the way through to the Security Council of the USA. So, and then put that money in escrow, and then after the elections, whoever in the government, then release it, and then they can do what they want.
The Department of Energy has since defended its decision, with the department's head, Dr. Mark Bino, claiming that the public would have been informed of the move as the bidding deal closed. He said there was no procurement breach by the decision to invite the specific bidders. Turning now to the aviation sector, 1 year after the crash of that Fly Jamaica plane at the Cheddi-Jagan airport, which resulted in the company going out of business, the airline has started official moves in Jamaica to file for bankruptcy. Fly Jamaica is seeking protection from creditors as it tries to restructure and explore a possible sale. The airline owes its creditors more than $26 million, and it's unclear whether the list of creditors include the passengers who have not been repaid for tickets that they never got to use. Fly Jamaica's filing for bankruptcy protection was done at the end of October in Jamaica, but the issue only recently became public following the publishing of the notice in the Jamaican newspapers. Fly Jamaica is owned by Guyanese pilot Captain Ronald Rees. There was a move earlier this year to engage a buyer for the airline, but that deal fell through. Fly Jamaica was forced to close its offices in Jamaica, Guyana, New York, and Toronto earlier this year when staff members were officially terminated. Former staff members and passengers have been pressing the airline to pay up the money owed to them. Well, following the direction of the Chancellor of the Judiciary, Magistrate Alex Moore was today forced to recuse himself from further presiding over the murder case involving Marcus Bisram. Moore's decision came days after relatives of the man who was murdered, Fayaz Narindat, petitioned the High Court seeking the magistrate's removal from hearing the case. The last time the case was called, Magistrate Moore reported that he was unwell and could not attend court. The family members also recently expressed concerns over the magistrate's decision to conduct a paper committal instead of a preliminary inquiry into the matter. Last week in a statement, the family of the victim also expressed their full support of the work being done by the Director of Public Prosecutions as relates to the particular case. With the magistrate stepping away from the case, it will now have to go to the Chief Magistrate for reassignment. The attorneys of Marcus Bizram are not happy with the move and have expressed their discontent with the decision to have Magistrate Moore removed from hearing the case. Attorney Sanjeev Tatadin complained the defense attorneys were never informed of the petition to the court or the decision by the Chancellor to ask the magistrate to recuse himself from hearing the matter. Tatadin said it was unreasonable and will cause further delays in the case moving forward. The murder accused, Marcus Bizram, was recently extradited from the U.S. to face the murder trial in Guyana. A number of his former associates are also facing the court over the murder of the carpenter, who it is believed was killed because he refused advances from Bizram. The driver and conductor of a minibus who were caught on camera opening the doors of the minibus to dance while it was in motion have been slapped with several charges. The two were tracked down following the posting of the video on social media, which showed the conductor first opening the passenger side door and dancing as he leaned out of the bus, and then the driver opening the driver's door to put his 2 feet out to dance while the bus was still in motion. The 28-year-old driver, Trevon Bob Sample of Better Hope, was charged with failing to have control of a motor vehicle, dangerous driving, having a tinted vehicle, breach of the condition of road service license, and being an untidy driver. He pleaded not guilty to the 5 charges and was placed on $100,000 bail. His driver's license has been suspended until the outcome of the court matter. The conductor, 27-year-old German Waldron of Haslington, East Coast Demerara, was charged with failure to ensure passenger safety, improper conduct, and being an untidy conductor. He pleaded guilty to the 3 charges and was fined a total of $40,000. The matter against the driver will continue in March of next year. Let's tell you now that former policeman and suspected gang leader Tion Allen, also known as Spoiled Child, was back in court today to face a number of charges, including discharging a loaded firearm at a policeman. The 32-year-old man from Soesdijk denied the 4 charges filed against him. In addition to the charge of discharging that loaded firearm at a policeman, he was also charged with being in possession of a 9mm pistol with matching rounds and being in possession of ammunition for a .45 gun. The accused pleaded not guilty to the charges, and his attorney said the man never fired any shots at a policeman. The charges stem from an incident that occurred 2 weeks ago when the police chased after the car that was being driven by the accused. Allen has been fingered in a number of other crimes and is suspected of leading a gang in Linden. After listening to the charges laid out against the man, bail was granted in the sum of $240,000 by the presiding magistrate. That matter will continue in January. Samuel Suknandan is up next with Across the Region.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
Only for this Christmas. Get 20% off on educational tablets. Get the B-Link HD8 with 180 plus full version educational apps for students in pre-K to 5th grade. It's perfect for homeschooling. Get creative with the Edu Tab Pro 10.1, designed for professionals, teachers and higher education students. Whether you are an architect or artist, there is an EduTab for you. EduTab tablets were designed for Caribbean students. Order online or at Zune Online Shopping on Middle Street, Georgetown. Ask for Miss Green. Get yours today.
Special terms and conditions apply. Coupon cannot be used in conjunction with other coupons. Orders may be subject to local taxes and import duties. Discount price is promotional for online orders only and does not include local nor international shipping. Purchase limited to 2 devices per household.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howo trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back. It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion. Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
Taking you across the region right now, I'm Samuel Suknandan. Let's start with what's happening in the Caribbean. London-listed Touchstone Exploration has made a significant oil discovery onshore Trinidad and Tobago. The Casadura first one well indicated what is labelled as significant oil pay totaling 1,037 feet from 1,374 feet of gross sand. President and Chief Executive Officer Paul Bay said the results far exceeded any pre-drill expectations. The well also encountered a 480 net feet of oil pay in the regional lower cruise sands. The company expects to complete and test the Cascadura first one well in the first quarter of 2020. And now for a look at what's happening in Latin America. 12 police officers have been killed in central Mexico in the space of 1 week. One of those killed was Maria Sonia Arellano, a decorated officer who was kidnapped along with her husband and son. While her son and husband were freed, Miss Arellano's body was later found dumped and dismembered. A powerful criminal group said it was behind her murder. The brutal killing of Miss Arellano, who was also awarded the Order of Police Merit a few months ago, has caused outrage in Mexico, where murders of members of the security forces are not uncommon. And finally, international news. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has appealed for calm as violent protests against a new law on illegal migrants continued for a fifth day. Large rallies have been taking place in the capital Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad and Kolkata. Monday's protest came a day after clashes between police and protesters in Delhi left at least 50 people injured. Protesters are angry at a law entitling citizenship to some non-Muslim migrants from 3 Muslim-majority countries. Some critics say the law is anti-Muslim, while others, especially in border regions, fear large-scale migration. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Have a good night.